It's the 97th minute. Your team is down 2-1. The home crowd is deafening, and suddenly the referee points directly to the penalty spot. For an elite center forward, this is the career-defining moment. It is a chance to snatch a point, silence the doubters, and leave the pitch as the hero. But when that whistle blew, Alexander Isak did something unexpected for a player of his stature. He stayed away from the ball entirely. Refusing a potential match-winning moment reflects a significant change in a striker's mindset. It indicates a player who has shifted from pursuing glory to actively avoiding failure, prioritizing self-preservation over the risk of a miss. Michael Owen, a man who built a career on these high-pressure moments, watched the incident and identified the psychological wall Isak had hit. Owen's view was clinical. In that specific moment, Isak felt he had far more to lose than he had to gain by stepping up to the spot. In any top-flight squad, there are designated takers. Challenging the hierarchy to take a penalty is a massive gamble. If you take that ball and miss, the optics are disastrous for your standing in the dressing room. For a player already struggling to find his rhythm on the pitch, the weight of a potential miss is radioactive. It invites a level of scrutiny that can break a striker's confidence for months. Isak's reluctance to take charge highlights a growing friction between his talent and the external environment. To understand where that tension started, we have to look back at the expectations set the day he signed. Isak's arrival was a statement of intent, a record-breaking financial investment that instantly changed the club's trajectory. Fees of that magnitude come with an unwritten contract. The club isn't just buying goals, they're buying immediate, game-changing offensive production. However, that momentum hit a wall almost immediately. Severe injuries sidelined Isak, preventing him from stringing together the performances needed to justify the spend. When a marquee signing is injured, the conversation changes. The pressure of the price tag usually goes dormant, replaced by a sense of empathy from the supporters. Pundits and fans alike agreed that it was only fair to give him the time and space needed to recover his fitness and find his feet in a new league. This period of patience acted as a protective bubble, shielding Isak from the harsh reality of Premier League expectations while he worked his way back. When a new signing is sidelined, the clock effectively stops, settling a quiet understanding over the fan base. But that collective patience has a limit. A concluded season, a major tournament, and a summer of training strip away the reasons for poor form. The squad context has also become more urgent. With key attacking players unavailable, the responsibility for leading the line has fallen squarely on Isak's shoulders. Despite his obvious natural ability, the recent reality on the pitch has been concerning. He frequently looks a yard off the pace, struggling to physically impose himself on defenders. That protective shield of recovery has now vanished. His current form is being judged without filters, against the unrelenting standards of the league. Three distinct pressures are now converging at once: the weight of his transfer fee, the significant amount of time he's been at the club, and the team's total reliance on him for goals. As these factors align, fan sentiment inevitably shifts. The empathy of the injury months is being replaced by a restless demand for results. The media narrative has also pivoted. Analysts who once urged patience are now questioning if he can handle the specific demands of being the club's primary outlet. This environment explains the hesitation at the penalty spot. Physical struggles are beginning to seep into his mental game, turning a goal-scoring opportunity into a high-stakes risk. Isak is finding himself in a position where every missed chance is magnified. The safety net of future potential has been pulled away. Patience in top-flight football is a strictly finite resource. Eventually, the promise of talent is no longer enough to satisfy the requirements of the scoreboard. Alexander Isak is at a career crossroads. To maintain his status, he has to find a way to thrive in this high-pressure environment immediately. The club needs him to justify his price tag by taking ownership of the attack and delivering the goals they paid for. In this league, if you don't grow into the expectations, the club moves on. The cost of failing is being left in the stadium shadows. That passed-up penalty wasn't just a moment of caution, it was a signal. It showed a player who knows that, for the first time in his career, he is officially out of excuses.